LuLaRoe, Stevie, Paige.
Yes. Back here with you.
Yes, and today we want to share with you things that we have learned over our 2 months of sales. I know we haven't been selling long, but we have learned a ton of things, and we're calling this video Hindsight 2020. And we've learned 10 things that will hopefully help those who are either in the queue, or considering being consultants, or are consultants now. So we want to first start off with, we've put them into 2 different categories, and the first category is think smart, not hard. The very first thing or mistake that we made is we ordered business cards right away, which was a positive because while we were in the queue, which we were in the queue for 11 weeks, but while we were in the queue, we were passing them out, but we didn't think about, we might want to do a frequent buyer system. So then we were creating a frequent buyer system card. So then when people would buy from us, they're getting our business card, our frequent buyer system, and our wash instructions, which in some ways is not thinking smart. It's not thinking smart at all. It is hard work. So we were making those, printing those, cutting them out. And so we made sure the next time we order business cards to get a frequent buyer system on there. So if that is something you're considering, before even getting business cards, get them put on there.
Yeah, that's definitely been helpful for us. The second thing is utilize the back office, specifically, in our case, the graphics. When we first got started, we both spent a lot of time on Canva making our own graphics, and it was fun, but it was a lot of hard work. Yeah. And come to find out, there are a ton of awesome graphics in the back office that you can just download and post to your social media, whatever it may be, print it out, and it'll save you a lot of time. And in my case, it looked a lot better than the ones that I created.
Yes, and if you haven't heard of Canva, it's canva.com. It is a phenomenal website that allows you to create graphics. And like she was saying, we just uploaded the image that we saw and then added text to it. You might hear our boys in the background. They didn't want to take a nap, of course. Yeah. Our third thing that we learned was, if you're planning on selling on Facebook or any type of social media where you need to take pictures, you want to take the pictures of your inventory right away. We thought we were being smart when we were like, we have a shop the box, or we have a pop-ups this weekend, let's just wait till after those. But we were realizing what happened after all of our pop-ups that weekend. Every Monday we're having to go through all the inventory, all of it, all 800 pieces, to see which ones were not pictured. And then we tried the whole tagging the items that weren't pictured, but then at a pop-up, people are changing the hangers. So it really wasn't beneficial. So we learned that when we get our inventory, we need to take pictures right then. And honestly, like after your initial packages, you're only going to be getting 33 to 100 maybe pieces. So it's really not that hard to take pictures right after you get it. And then you have it all with you, and you're not worried about, was that pictured? So that when you go to post on your social media, that your sales events, like we do ours every Monday, and so every Monday night we're like scrounging around making sure that we got those pictures on there, because you want to sell. You don't want it to have the item and it not be pictured. So that was a system that we learned would be beneficial for us, was to take the pictures right away. And then what we do is we have a folder on our desktop that as things sell, we remove it from that folder. And what we were doing was removing it and putting it in the trash, because we were like, it's sold, we're good. But what we learnred was people will return those items, or you might get that same color leggings, like black leggings again. And instead of having to repicture them, you can just we created what's called a purchased folder. So we have inventory folder for everything that we currently have, and then a purchased items folder. So after it's been purchased, it goes into that. And so when somebody returns something, or they decide not to buy it last minute, then we can go in there and we pull it out and we put it back into our inventory folder, making it very easy for us to keep up with our pictures, and we're not stressing out come Monday night when we're needing to upload them all to our Facebook page. So think about that. Take pictures right away, and then have a purchased items folder.
Okay, on to thing number 4 that we've learned so far, 2 months in, is be open and honest with your clientele. And what I mean by this is take control of your time and your client's time. One huge thing that I learned when we first got started was be in control of your social media. Don't let it take control of you. I know when we first got started, it's so exciting, but I let Facebook rule my life. I would get on there I was on there every second, responding to people, which is great. You want to get back with people right away, but people respect and appreciate if you're just honest and you post something that says, hey, we have, my nephew's baseball game tonight. I'm going to be gone for 2 hours. But so if you pay at this time, then I'll have your stuff shipped out by this time.
Yes.
And people know what to expect, and then it kind of frees you up to say, okay, I don't have to be on there for these 30 minutes because everyone knows that this is going on and everyone understands. So I know that that has freed us up a lot when we're just open and honest with our clientele and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, and it has allowed us to be with our family more. I know that was a frustration for our husbands at one point was, you're always on your phone on social media. And it's like, yeah, I'm trying to sell something. But, just to respect that time with them and just say, look, it's dinner time. I'll get back to you, So under the category Think Smart, Not Hard, we have the frequent buyer system. If you're considering doing that, get it on your business cards. Number 2, utilize the back office for graphics. Number 3, take pictures right away and then also have a purchased items folder. And then number 4, be open and honest with your clientele. So those are 4 things so far that we've learned. And now we've got another category, which is maximizing your business. We felt like the next 6 things fell under that. And the first thing that we feel like a way to maximize your business is obviously be creative. It is your business, so you need to, 1, get your name out there all the time. So we are constantly thinking of ways that we can get to a different group of clientels, whether that's teachers and doing taking flyers to schools on teacher work days and saying, we're going to have an open house for teachers, come to this. Or it's vineyards and getting to go to a vineyard and set up for a vendor event. That's getting a different clientele. So be creative in how you're going to advertise and get your name out there. We're currently going downtown and trying to get our name and set up into salons. So think of ways like that you can do that. We actually created these cool little flyers that we're going to put up at our church. And this is something to also consider that has, like, if you're interested in hosting a pop-up, and then they can tear off our information and contact us. So we wanted to do color, but to save money, we did it on green. But so that's something to consider, is something like that as well. And you can put it in Starbucks in your area. You can put them in your churches. You can put them, we have some cafes like right around here that we put them in so they know, oh, this is a consultant that I didn't know about. Another way to be creative is to, you're going to have cancellations. That was something that happened to us pretty early on. We had people schedule pop-ups and then had last-minute things that came up and had to cancel. And so when that cancellation happens, thinking of other ways that you can make money, like we did open houses during that time. We turned them into shopping hours, things like that. So think of ways to still make money even whenever a cancellation takes place. And then the last thing about being creative is when you look at your month and you see that it's pretty empty because you don't have a lot of pop-ups booked, think of ways, you go help me. One of our boys walked over here. But think of ways that you can fill it up with either shopping hours, open houses, you're going downtown to get your name out there. Just make sure that you have something on your calendar every day, and it's a different way to maximize your business.
Yeah, and if you're doing those things that Stevie mentioned, then your calendar is going to be full. And our next takeaway so far is that there's really no need for these online multi-consultant sales. When we first got started, it was kind of the big thing that we noticed. But we actually, the entire month of August, we had phenomenal sales, and we did not do one multi-consultant sale. So that just goes to show that if you really are taking the time to get out there and reach people and gain clientele, that you don't need to spread yourself thin with these multi-consultant sales that aren't necessarily gaining clientele who are loyal to you and they're just looking for a specific unicorn. You want to gain clientele that are loyal to you and know you as a person and enjoy shopping with you and getting to know them. A lot of face-to-face interactions.
Yeah, and so it is possible to still make good money and not utilize those multi-consultant groups. Number 7 deals with pop-ups, and this is the first thing is when you have a pop-up, you want to book at least 2 pop-ups at that pop-up to fill your calendar up, to continue to maximize your business. And the ways that we do that is at checkout. Like, hey, are you interested in earning free clothes? Would you want to host a pop-up like your friend did? Or when you see women that are wanting stuff, but you can tell they don't have the money, then those are ones that you want to target. Like, hey, we do open houses and you earn free LuLaRoe. So we have one running off, so she's going to go get him. But yeah, so definitely think of ways that you can try to book more pop-ups. Make that a goal of yours at every pop-up that you have or open house to book a pop-up. And then next with that, this is still number 0.7, is to reward your hostess. They're going to be the ones who are going to get your name out there. They're going to be the ones that are constantly posting on your Facebook page the outfits that they have. They're going to be the ones that are going to say, hey, you need to book with so-and-so. They hooked me up. So think of a really good reward system, and if the sales go well, maybe throw in some extra free stuff. And that's what we tend to do, and we see it play out well for us in maximizing our business. Those are the women who are staying committed to us. From those women, we've actually booked a lot of pop-ups, and we've actually had people be interested in selling with us, becoming consultants as well from those women. So you want to make sure that you reward them.
So our next takeaway is that leggings, surprise, surprise, leggings are not much profit. Although they're a lot of fun to shop for, they're not much profit for us. So one thing that we've learned to do is when people are interested in buying the leggings, try and find a top that matches those leggings for them. Do outfit sales, like if you buy an outfit or a dress, you get the next one discounted or some sort of special deal. It will help people not just buy that one pair of leggings from you, but it'll help them see we have tops and we have dresses, and they're a lot of fun too, and they look great on you. So let people know that LuLaRoe is not the buttery leggings business, but we have a lot more than that to offer.
Yeah, and what she meant by not making profit is, so we do free shipping, and so after we realized that we were shipping out a pair of leggings, and then the markup on it is not much, so we really were not making but maybe $4 at the end of the day between the two of us, so that's really not a lot. So again, that was a shocker. I think we were so excited when people would buy leggings. We're, oh, we sold something. And then we wondered why our sales were so low. It's because we were selling a lot of leggings. So number 9, to continue to maximize your business, and this is one that we just recently have learned, you need to make sure you're ordering. And we were ordering and getting a package a week, but we were not keeping our numbers of our inventory up high, and now with them currently in a slow period of getting shipments out, we are stressing. We're like, oh my gosh, we have all these pop-ups and we don't have a lot of inventory. Whereas if we would have in August stayed on top of containing our inventory and keeping it growing versus it not growing, we wouldn't be in this situation. So we suggest to keep your inventory all the sizes, all of them. I mean, we're starting to learn that like extra small Julia and what was the other one? Extra small Randy. They don't really sell for us. So you'll learn those sizes that don't sell for you. So we're not going to continue to add to those until they get lower than 5. But we're going to try to keep them at like 7 to 10 every size. We want to eventually get to 10, but right now our goal is to maintain 7 across the board and then maintain 10 when we get more established. So don't let it get lower, because obviously when you have a pop-up or somebody comes to your in-home to shop and they don't have a lot of options of shirts to match with the leggings, then they're only going to buy leggings, and you're stuck with the issue that we just had where you're only selling leggings. So have the options for them. So number 9 is order.
Yes, and you will be ordering a lot because you will be selling a lot because our next thing, that big thing that we found out is everything sells.
Yes.
I mean, we heard it 1,000 times going into it, but 2 months in, really guys, everything that you have will sell. Don't get discouraged if you get a print that you personally don't like because trust me, someone else out there will love it.
It never fails. We'll open something up and I'm like, oh, that's not me. And then that's like the unicorn that everybody wants,
Yeah.
which is great. You know, I'm so glad there's people out there that have a style different than me. And so, but yeah, it happens every time for us.
Yeah. So that's a great positive note to end on is that everything sells. So
Yes.
don't worry.
Yeah. So we'll recap real quickly our points. So under Think Smart, Not Hard, frequent buyer system if you're going to do it, which definitely pays off. Utilize the back office. Take pictures right away and have a purchase folder. Be open and honest with your clientele. You want to do that?
Yeah, get creative, whether that be with your cancellations that you have, get creative going, handing out flyers, how you reach out to people. Point number 6, no need for the multi-consultant sales. Point 7, book at least 2 pop-ups at every current pop-up and reward your hostess. Point number 8, leggings are not much profit. 9 is order a lot. And number 10 is everything sells.
So, yes. Thank y'all. We hope that this helps you. If you're in the queue or considering being a consultant or already a consultant and maybe you'll learn something from us. Please follow us, subscribe to us. Jeez, they're getting into the china. But please subscribe to us or comment below if you have questions or concerns. If you're interested in selling, please reach out to us, LuLaRoe, Stevie, Paige. All right, y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.